Hello, risers. I'll be with you guys in a minute. Guys, I'm just waiting for, the time to begin to. I'm just waiting to begin in a few minutes. So 8:15, I'm going to start this show.
And it is important to know that as autism parents, we go through a lot. Some of the things it remains hidden. We don't talk about it because a lot of times people make fun of us. Sometimes they make fun of parents. They are critical. They don't even think of can I even spend one day in that parent's shoes, whether it be a male or a father or mother. And so it is important that we understand autism and understand what parents are going. And it is important to know that as autism parents, we go through a lot. Some of the things it remains hidden. We don't talk about it because a lot of times people make fun of us. Sometimes they make fun of parents. They are critical. They don't even think of can I even spend one day in that parent's shoes, whether it be a male or a father or mother. And so it is important that we understand autism and understand what parents are going.
Resilient risers, good evening. I hope you guys are doing absolutely, absolutely amazing. Tonight, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you for being here with me. I am the gorgeous advocate, poet, author Cindy Placid. And tonight, I am going to wait a few minutes because I really, really want to, I really want this to be a fun night where we're going to have, I made an invitation to artists and poets and writers who, whether published or not, who wish to come on live and showcase their work. I made an invitation. And so I am hoping that tonight that you guys are going to take me up on that invitation and take me up on that invitation and come on here if you want to say a piece or read from your book or something you have written, or you just want to sing a part of your song, a little bit. I urge you guys to come on. Just put it in the chat. Hey, I'm ready to come on, and I will give you the stage to be able to showcase your work. I'm excited to see who's gonna come and who's not gonna come. It is an opportunity for entrepreneurs, artists, poets, those in the literary arts, it is an opportunity for, I'm losing my voice. It is an opportunity for you to come here. It's a moment for you to come and to display your work and to promote your work, even for a few minutes. I didn't have any guests today because I wanted this to be an open forum. Okay, so for those of you who are new to my show, I am Cindy Placid, hostess of Poetry and Perspective with Placid, founder under the umbrella of my brand, Rise to Prosperity. And Poetry and Perspective with Placid is about promoting people. It's about bringing awareness to the things that matter. The mission is to allow our guests' voices to be heard as we honestly and respectfully tell the story, intending to inspire, motivate, and empower to share experiences. And so I would love for you guys, those of you who are not shy, just come on here. Ask me to come on for a few minutes so that you can read a poem, share something important, a story, or something happened to you, whatever it is. I'm leaving the space open for anyone who wants to come on to read, say something. Okay, let me say hello to my guests, Thomas, Fofo, how are you? And Nymphia Emmanuel. I hope you guys are both doing well. Guys, for those of you who do not know Nymphia Emmanuel, as well as Thomas Fofo, both on my show for two different reasons. Okay, and Nymphia has been battling cancer, cervical cancer, for the past couple of years, and she beat it once and it returned. And so she is still going through that battle. She's fighting it, and she has been asking the public for help in meeting her medical needs, treatments and everything. And so I would implore you guys, I'm going to put her information on there, and I would implore you guys to just donate to her GoFundMe. It doesn't hurt. Any little helps. And so we have to help each other. And so I ask that you help Nymphia on her journey. This is the link to help Nymphia. It's her GoFundMe, and I'm also gonna put it on the chat as well, so that you guys can see it. Okay, what did I just do? Okay, yes. So go ahead and help Nymphia. Donate to her GoFundMe page. You know, all of us need help sometime. And so we have got to help. We have got to find a way to help each other. Okay. And also we had Mr. Fofo, Thomas Fofo over here a couple of months ago, who spoke about his loss, the loss of his wife, and the grief that he went through. And so it is always a challenge that when we lose someone, it is always a challenge. And so I have lost a couple of people for the past couple of years. And just last week, 2 weeks ago, I lost one of my dear friends. She was like a sister to me. And at least I got a chance to say goodbye. And it has not been easy. I have been going through my grief. So I understand too well when somebody loses someone in death. So to the family of my dear friend Lucy Polius and her friends and all those who love her, I just want to say heartfelt condolences to you guys, and to know that you all are my thoughts and in my prayers. Thank you for allowing Lucy to be in my life. Thank you for her presence in my life. I appreciate you guys. I would say hello to Catherine Polius. How are you doing, sweetheart? And to my cousin Emma Leo, how are you? You are most welcome, Thomas. I appreciate you. Okay. So guys, if anyone has a story, anyone, just for a few short minutes, has a poem, has a book you want to read from, or somebody's poem you want to promote, I'm leaving the floor open for anyone to do that. And I'm doing that because not everybody has a chance to do that. And so I'm leaving that open for you guys. And let's see who is, if you just want to come on, even if you don't have a book or anything, and you just want to come and promote your business just for a little bit and say, this is what I do, and I'd like you to follow me here, that's what from the other. Don't be afraid to just text me and say, hey, put me on the live. I will send you the link and we are going to talk. Okay. Today is all about that. Grab that opportunity to promote yourself and to promote your work, no matter what it is. So I'm leaving it open. While I wait and while I leave it open, I am going to read one of my poems from my new book, okay? And I want you guys to be able to participate because I do believe that, participation is important. And I do believe that people are important and what they do is important. No matter how minimal someone thinks that your contribution is or what you're doing is, that is your dream. That is your vision. That is what you see for yourself. And no one has the right to judge what you decide to do for your life or for your career. No one. And so I have many talents. I also have many gifts. I used to call myself a Jackie of all trades, but I am focusing on the things that are dearest to me, which is my show, my candles, and my advocacy. Now, with that said, this this live is brought to you by my brand. Okay, my brand. Let me see if I can find it so I could show you my brand, Rise to Prosperity. And Rise to Prosperity, I founded this in a way back, way back. And this was my dream. This was my goal. You can see my logo on top of here, right? I asked myself what represents me? Who am I? And I looked deep into the things that I had been through and my rise. I knew I wanted to rise, but to what? To my prosperity. And was it all about rising to get fame or to have considerable wealth? No. My rise to prosperity is rising from all the traumas that I have been through, all the pain that I suffered, and I'm still suffering, and rise to that measure of peace for myself, and rise to help others grow. And that's what rise to prosperity is for me. If money comes, that's fine. Everybody is looking for more income, and I would welcome that. But my main focus is not that. It's about empowering people, inspiring others, and to be their best. So I don't see anybody coming on yet. So I am going to try to see if I could read one of my poems from my book. I can say thank you so much to all of you because I really appreciate my audience. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your contribution to my life and a contribution to my show. And I have been very blessed to have you as my family, my friends. Let me tell you this, guys. I think I keep in touch with almost everyone that I have on the show. Those I can't reach anymore, I can't. But I try my best to reach out to almost everybody that I've had on the show to have a relationship with them because we never know what people are going through. and a bit of encouragement goes a long way. So, guys, I want to read, but I'm going to give you all a choice for those of you who are watching me. I would like to give you all a choice to read whether I should read a poem from my first book, my second book, or my third book, and which number, what poem you want me to read, or you just want me to read one of the new ones that I have, and I will do that. But I'm looking forward to your participation nonetheless. Okay, so if you know anybody who wants to say anything, who have a piece of work, let me know what you want me to do, guys. My first book, if you want to, me to want, okay, my first book and poem number 4. So you just say 1 4. A second book 2 7. Or third book 3 12. Okay, and I will read a poem. Or you just write the new one. Say you can write N number 2 or number 5, whatever the case. But I would love for you guys to participate because I really appreciate you and what you bring to my life. Okay. So let me find my poem. Excuse me. And I don't know, for whatever reason, I've been sneezing. I've been sneezing and oh yes. Pollen, pollen, pollen. Yes. Got it, got it. Okay. So guys, listen, let me get to the poem. I know I like to laugh and to joke around and to talk a little bit, but I want to get to the poem. So tell me what you want. For those of you who are watching, I'm gonna ask you all again. What poem do you want me to read? Do you want one of the new ones, or do you want from one of your favorites that you have in my book, whatnot? And if there's not anybody listening to me, and there's nobody's gonna participate, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to read one of the poems that I love. So let's see, guys. I mean, you're tired of me already. I just came back yesterday, guys. You're tired of me already. Oh my God. You all are not saying anything, right, people? I want your participation in this because I want to make this, oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. I want to make this particular show, an event that I have every month because I think a lot of people don't know about it. So I didn't promote it too much, but I want it to be every month that I take one day in the month to promote, to bring on um, poets, artists, writers, and so forth, and just to showcase a piece of their work. And like I said, if you want to get on the live and you want to say something, just write in the comments, hey, I want to say a piece of my work, and I will bring you in. But I don't know why my thing is not opening. Guys, I had one of the worst experiences of my life a couple of weeks ago. And I'm going to tell you all about it next week. This week, I have too many things going on. I want to take my time and tell you what has been happening with me, what happened to me, and could happen to anybody who's an author, who's a writer. It can happen to you. And oh my gosh, my thing is not opening. I didn't want to go and grab one of my books, guys. I did not. Okay. So, all right. Anybody is not saying anything. So I guess I will read from one of my poems from my third book. Okay. And so um I guess nobody's saying anything. Nobody wants to join me in this. That's fine. Okay, so I want to say one of the poems that I had not read from my book. I don't know if I've already read this poem to you guys, but this is a poem that I really, really like. No lie, I really love this poem, and I think somebody's gonna benefit from it. Okay, so it's entitled "I Wish I wish I could. And so here goes. I have my phone in front of me. So if I look down, that means I'm reading them. I wish I could let you in that sacred corner to show how my heart beats in harmonized order. I wish I could wrap you in the walls of my love to feel the essence many lack thereof. I wish I could fill the night skies with continuous stars to illuminate the darkest places that causes you distress. I wish I could open up the core of what makes me beautiful to convince you that my love is eternal. I wish I could peer into your feelings of loneliness to see what brings the dissatisfaction within. I wish I could curb all your life stresses to bring an end to your enraged anxieties. I wish I could read the heart of the wicked to understand what drives the insanity. I wish I would converse with your depression to beg for a chance to be normal again. I wish I could reason sensibly with humanity to help us comprehend we are all but one. I wish I could refocus the thinking of humankind to impart wisdom beyond comprehension. I wish I could breathe peace between the races. I know there would be many happy faces. I wish I could help the many living in poverty a better day to see. No, please be quiet, honey. I wish I could ease the pain of the suffering and ensure hope of better days ahead. I wish I could help carry the trauma of the many grieving to make them feel they are not alone. I wish I could bear the burdens of those assaulted to take away the guilt that they are not faulted. I wish I could give back the misery inflicted on me, but of what use would that be? Each day, many of us live within the what ifs, and we wish we could do more than what we are doing now. We lament over the things we could have done differently, not realizing that there are few things we can change and many we don't have the ability to amend, no matter how good our intentions are. Yes, I wish I could rearrange the path of my life to restructure the way I wish. Yet, it would erase all the lessons learned from my mistakes, eliminate the gift of being a mother to my children I so adore, take away the amazing people I've met along the way where strangers became family. It would counteract the many blessings I've received in my lifetime, make inexistent my relationship with my God. And that's a wish I could never have. So, though my wish is to make a bigger difference, I will live each day with appreciation, with the gift I have and the things I can do. Use my time wisely to empower others to cope and live fully with what they wish they could change or take back from the injustices inflicted by life's cruelty. So the name of this poem is I Wish I Could. There are so many things that we wish we could do in this life. There are so many things that we wish that we could take back. There are so many things we wish that we could have done better. So many things. But can we really? Can we really take back things? No, we can't. We cannot take back things. What we can do is make life better. Be the better version of ourselves, the best that we can be, and grow from our mistakes, grow from our challenges, grow from our insecurities, grow from the bottom up, and to make life meaningful and valuable. No matter what life throws at us as human beings, I believe each of us has the capacity. Each of us has wisdom. We have the resilience. We have the willpower to shape our lives into something better. What your friend has is not your portion. What your family has is not your portion. It's what you have, what will you will make of yourself, your vision, your dreams, your goals. That will be your portion. Do not be envious of anything anybody has. Yes, we wish we could have done things better. We wish things could have happened to us earlier. But God's time is the best. We have to work in harmony with our prayers. Work hard for what we want. Guys, on the 1st of April, I turned 50 years old. 50. And I thought that by then I would have made my first million. Okay, even my first half a million. And I've been working really, really hard. When I rose from the depression and from the anxieties and from everything that life had to throw at me, and it's still throwing it even harder. But I asked myself, what has happened to me? What can life throw at me that it hasn't thrown? I have lost a child. I have lost my mother. I have been abused physically, emotionally, sexually. I've had men leave me just because they say, you have nothing to offer me. I've had people cheat on me. I've had my work trying to be stolen from me recently. And that's what I'm going to talk about probably next week. I've had people disrespect me, look down on me. And I thought, with all my gifts and all my talents, back in St. Lucia, they say, your two hands are yours. My two hands are mine. Anything that I put my mind to do, I will do it. But it also requires support. It also requires a team. It also requires you starting from nowhere and nothing. Some people are given a silver spoon. Some of us never had it. Some people had a golden spoon and some of us never had it. And we had to start from the ground up. We have to go through all kinds of trials and tribulations to get to where we are. Are we going to live with the what ifs? Or are we going to change our mindset? I wish I could have done this. That was not my time. And maybe I was some people, I'm not looking to have fame. I'm not looking to have excess amount of wealth. My wealth for me, the greatest wealth that I can have is my relationship with my God, my health, having my children, and good people in my corner. And God has blessed me with so many good people in my corner. So to my cousins, to my friends, my loyal friends, my family, both here and everywhere else in the world who have supported me through all my trials, I want to say thank you. I have a I'm filled with gratitude for everyone and everyone who has impacted me positively. And for those who have had negative on my life, I thank them as well because they gave me a chance to see who I was, what I was made up of, and how I can grow from any trial and tribulation that anybody throws at me. And if I have done nothing else in this world, if I have not achieved anything materially, financially, I know that when we die, we don't go with our gold. We don't go with our silver. We don't go with our expensive cars. What people will remember the most is how we treated them, how we made them feel, and the value we brought into their lives. So I wish I could do a lot of things differently, but I'm okay with what I've done because that's what was in my future that I did not see. So I thank God for whatever I have, and whatever I don't, I still thank Him. So I guess nobody's willing to come on here with me to say a poem. Hey, I'm calling y'all, I am calling y'all. Come on here, say something. Read a poem. Tell us of an incident that has shaped you or changed your life or do something. I would love for you guys to participate. I intend to seriously make this a monthly event where I invite people on here just for a few minutes, just to say something that touches them. Okay? Just to say something that has been troubling them, something that has inspired or motivated them. And I also want to hear from you, the viewers. I know a lot of people have been watching my show for the past couple of 3 years now. And I would like someone to tell me what impact the show has had on them, if any. If my show has done anything for you personally, if you were a guest on my show and it has done anything for you personally, what has this show contributed to you? So I would love to hear that. Anthony, Catalina, good evening. How are you doing? I will say hello to all my viewers, Marshall, Mel. And for those of you who I cannot see, I welcome you to Poetry and Perspective with Placid. This is a perspective part and poetry as well. I'm inviting poets, writers, and everybody to come on here and to just give a piece. And I'm waiting here for about until hi honey. I'm waiting here until 8:50, and then I will log off. Okay. My son, how are you? You still on live? Yes, I am live. You don't have to talk to me. You can. Yeah, it's an open mic today, so people can come in and they can say the poem, they can recite the song, half of the song, give people a taste of what is coming and stuff. So I'm just vibing with people. Yeah, that was my older son. Guys, I'm just not being it's not being professional, but it's just a free night. So let me see. Anybody has to say anything so far? Okay, so I am going to read another poem. But before I do, let me tell you this show is brought to you by my brand, rise to prosperity.com. And I'm a poet, author, advocate. And if you want, if you want to read about my work and want to read about me, you can go on my website, or you can just go if you want to purchase a book. It's available on Amazon, but more importantly, you can purchase it on my website, rise2prosperity.com, cindyplacid.com. If you want any of my my work, I make candles. I sell green seasoning from scratch. I make sea moss. I do a whole host of things. So if you want any of my products, you can go ahead and go on my website, or just call me on WhatsApp. WhatsApp number 404-604-1781, and just request for what you want on my WhatsApp store. I still have to update it a little bit. Okay. Yes. So as I was saying earlier, support Ninfia, and this is where you can find me. And if you feel like you love the work that I'm doing, don't be afraid to give me some stars. Okay, and subscribe to my page. All right. I'm thinking of changing that page, but Facebook is giving me a little hard time to change it to what I want to. Okay. All right. So I am going to read another poem, and from from my from my second book. I think I'm gonna read a poem from my second book, and I don't know. Maybe I should read one of my poems that I've not read before. Let me see. Hi, guys. I'm open for your participation. Where are you guys? Um. Okay. I'm going to read poem number 5, Conviction. Okay. And I'm asking you guys, before I read this poem, I'm asking you guys, invite people on my live. Invite people to view, share my lives, share stars. I'm a content creator, and I want the algorithm the algorithm to pick up my show, so more people could benefit from the education and the inspiration and empowerment that I provide on my show. Last night's show was amazing, guys. I had a Tony Barfield talking about his experience with a stroke on January 9th, 2025. And it was amazing how he just really is bouncing back from that. And he gave us some really valuable information. So don't be afraid to just continue tuning in and invite people to tune in. But I'm going to read another poem, guys, because I don't think anybody's going to come on here. I hope people can come on and just decide to just join me. Let me see if anybody said anything, guys. No, no, no. So, okay. So I wish I could so solve into the trouble. So, yes. Thank you, Thomas. Okay. So the next poem I'm going to read is entitled Conviction. Conviction. I drowned 1,000 times, but my determination to ascend was stronger than the deep waters threatening to devour like hungry vultures. I've fallen more times than raindrops from above, yet my conviction to rise extended far beyond the skies. My face was down in the mud as deep as a dense darkness, but my desire to find the light illuminated brighter than the invisibility in my plight. My tribulations too many times have been more burdensome than I can carry. But with every fall, I stand back up in a hurry, because my faith in the unseen dwells in the distant heavens. Sorry, guys. My tears are falling enough to form many oceans, but with every raging wave, I bottle the impurities that seek to bury my existence. With every blow from the wicked one, I ascend in knowledge and wisdom of the Almighty God. Despite prevalent deceit and treacherous ways, there are assured promise of better days. Death has visited me more times than I preferred, relentless advancing undeterred. Sorry, I read that wrong. But my will to live was stronger than my desire to die. From every fall, stronger I rise. With every bit of tears, happiness is my prize. For the countless battles fought and won, I found victory with no strength of my own. The pains plunges to depths of sufferations won't halt my dreams and aspirations. A life though plagued with misery and rejections possesses wisdom that surpasses all useless opinions. Yes, Ascend, for you are greatness in the making. I'm going to read that again, and that's to you, my viewers. Yes, ascend, for you are greatness in the making. Harness the strength clutched in your being. Reach, for you are valuable. You are worthy. You have the right to pave your life's finality. Even when the road seems to lead to nowhere, pray as the Alpha and the Omega is the assured way. You have the power within you to change yourself. Help foster changing others from the unkindness life has dealt. Let your wings grow in the mighty skies. Climb and soar to untouched new heights. Dismantle the load of uncertainty wearing you down to claim the reality of what your life demands. I'm going to read that again. Dismantle the load of uncertainty weighing you down to claim the reality of what your life demands. Be convinced of your hidden ability. You are not a copy, but a true originality. Delve into the power nestled in your mind's equilibrium to recreate in you a more dignified version. So this poem is entitled Conviction. And I think my favorite verse in that is this. Two of them actually. It says, dismantle the load of uncertainty weighing you down to claim the reality of what your life demands. Whatever is weighing you down from your troubles, whatever is weighing you down to procrastinate about your dreams and your hopes and your goals, dismantle that, break it down. Don't let it break you. Break that down and start soaring to new highs. Start building yourself up. Don't think about the what ifs. The what ifs will take care of itself. Start working towards yourself, towards your goal, building you an unshakable, an unbreakable person. You know, guys, in that poem, I said, death has visited me more than I preferred, relentless, advancing, and undeterred. But my will to live was stronger than my desire to die. My will to live after so much trauma in my life, so much I had to go through. I'm not asking for pity. I knew I had to get up. My will to live, my will to make a difference in my life first, to love me first, was stronger than my desire to die. And I fought not to end my life. It was a constant battle. And if I can do it, then you can. If I can raise from the ashes of what life has dealt me, and guys, you don't know half of the story. I'm here, I'm happy, I'm loving people. I tell a little bit of my story, but the full story is going to be heard. But if I cannot say that my experience is harder than anybody else's, but I can tell you, whatever the situation, you have the power within you to make a difference in your own life, to stand and to stand firm. Get up, rise, demand of yourself what you want your life to be. Demand it. Demand. Tell yourself today, I am going to do one thing that is going to advance me to another level in my life. Demand what you want your life to be. Don't settle for less. Don't let people demean you. Don't let them make you feel small. Don't let people criticize you because of your circumstances. In this world that we live in, good evening, Martha. In this world that we live in, people will value money over anything else. Like I said earlier, when you die, the money is going to give you a good coffin. It's going to allow them to bury you. But what is it going to say about the quality of the person that you are? What legacy are you leaving behind? What people say about you when they think of you, when your name comes up in a conversation? Harness the strength clutched in your being. Reach, for you are valuable. You are worthy. You have the right to pave your life's finality. Don't let anybody put limitations on you. Nobody. Do not let anybody put limitations on you. And do not be in competition with anybody. Jack has this and Jill have this and I don't have it. You see, before that used to be one of my problems, Oh my God, this one is this, and then that one went to school together with me, and they're doing this and I'm not doing that. God's time is the best time. I'm content with where I am. If God allows me more blessings, then fine. But I'm content. I am constant. I am content. I am content. We've just met. It's just the simplest things. I am a very simple woman. I'm a very simple girl. It doesn't take much to make me happy. It doesn't take much to please me. It doesn't take much for me to be satisfied. I'm a very simple person. Very simple. I ask what I want most of the times. I don't ask. I will tell you what I'm going through. I will eat it. And my friend Martha, she would be calling me and say, "Don't, when I ask you how you doing, tell me." And I appreciate that. Martha said, dig deep and push through. Absolutely. I say, Cindy, I love her. She's always encouraging me and making me smile when I don't want to. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes. So I love you too, Martha. I really do. So, like the poem said, be convinced of your hidden ability. Always remember, guys, you are not a copy. There's no two of you. You are an original. You know how valuable originals are? Original Picasso paintings and original ideas. They go for a lot. Know your worth. You are an original. Nobody else can be you. Nobody. Nobody else can be you. So appreciate who you are, what you have, and where you are right now. And don't let anybody take away from what you're trying to do for yourself. Your vision is not anybody else's vision. Your goals are not anybody else's goal. It's good to take advice and it's good to weigh things. But at the end of the day, you are going to do what is best for yourself. Only you know what is best for you more than anybody else does. Advice is good. Take those that are valuable, those that will protect you. Okay? But don't let anybody pave your life for you. That is your right. Risers, Pauline, I ask Pauline, my dear darling, I asked people to come on here because I wanted to hear the writers say something about their work, read something on their work. I would love for you to at least come on here and just say, even if you don't want to show your face, Pauline, I'm speaking to you. But get one of your books and read it to us. If you want to come on, I will send you the link and you can come on and you can read one of your books here, at least a few pages of your book. So Martha said, Feline said, blessings, my dear. Martha said, you are right on point. Thank you, darling. We need to show, we need to show like the, we need shows like this, positive and uplifting. Thank you, sweetheart. That's what I do. That's what I do. So, are you, Feline, did you hear me? Are you up for it? I'm putting her on the spot now. Yeah, so guys, listen. If you have anything you want to promote, now is your time. We are 8:53, okay? You want to make a date? Tonight's show is all about that. You don't need a date. It's funny. Tonight's show is all about that. I just want impromptu for people to just get a book and just read and see what's coming up next, and then we can talk about the show. But I guess nobody's up to it today, so I'm having fun here. I'm having fun here. So I am going to read one of my new poems, guys. And I think one or two people have heard it before. I think I've said it before, but I don't think I've read it on my show, Poetry and Perspective with Placide. And you know, I advocate for mental illness, for rape and assault, for suicide, for domestic violence. I advocate for autism, and it's Autism Awareness Month, okay? And Martha said, okay, you want to come on, Martha? If you want to come on, I'm going to send you the link right now. Okay, so let me invite you. Look for it on your messenger. Okay, on your messenger, I'm sending it to you right now. Okay. Okay, I'm sending it to you on Modest Glam Martha. Okay, and you come on, and then you. What happened? You come on, and then you say something. Okay. Where is the link? I just copied the link. What happened to it? Okay, so copy messenger. Okay. Okay, Martha, I have sent you the link. Just come on and let us chat. Moi-même, et puis, moi-même, et puis, bagay sala. This thing is giving me wahala, people. Did you get it, Martha? I'm not. I'm sending you the link right now. I'm sending the link right now. Martha, I send it. I put it on the chat. So if you want to come on, just come on. Okay. I wrote it on there. Streamyard.com. Okay. And you can come on. I don't know why it's not going through Messenger. I tried to send it through Messenger, but it didn't go through. So, guys, as I was saying, did you get it, Martha? Let me know if you got it. So as I was saying, you didn't get it? Okay. I tried to send it on Messenger. Copy and let me see if I could send it again. Messenger has been giving me some problems, so let me see here. Send. Yeah, it's not allowing me to send it. I don't know why. It's not allowing me to send, but I post it on the chat, so probably you can grab it on the chat, Martha. Yeah, if you see it on the chat, Rise to Prosperity Streamyard.com. I post it on the chat so you can there. So listen, guys, there's so much I want to say, so much I want to reveal, so much. And next week, because there's a lot has been going on with me. Martha, if you got it, let me know. There's so much that I bring advocacy to, and people are hurting. People are hurting. People are going through a lot. And I just want to take a moment to say, for those of you who are going through mental challenges, I want to say, hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Life can throw curveballs. It can throw a lot of stuff, but you know, I don't know what the heck is going on with my messenger. I have no idea. No idea what's going on with my messenger. It's not allowing me to. It's not allowing me to. Okay, all right. Cool beans. Okay, I guess she didn't get it. Okay. Okay, I put the link in one more time. So I don't know. It's not going to messenger at all. I have no clue what's going on here. It's supposed to. Invite. Invite this. Okay. Hey, it's not allowing me to go for messenger at all. Hey, mirror side. Just comme ça. Look at that. All this, eh? Anyway, c'est la vie. It's not going to Amafa. I tried it so many times already and it's not coming through. It's not going to at all. It's telling me try again later. I don't know. Ki later if you may try now. Let me try again later. Anyway. So let me read before the time is up. I was trying to get my phone here. It's not allowing me to. So I am going to read a poem. I'm going to read a poem, my friends. It'll be fun. Okay. So guys, I'm trying to find a poem here. Let me find out where this poem is. I'm trying to find a poem for you guys. It's a new poem that I wrote. And it's a very powerful poem. Guys, massage wensa. Lord, I was hoping that I could have gotten more people on live today, but I don't think this is working. It's going to happen. And so I'm trying to find a poem for you guys. All right. So here goes. The poem is entitled In My Shoes. Okay. I don't know if you all are still watching, but the poem is entitled In My Shoes. Only when you've walked in my shoes, you'll understand how tightly they fit. Then you'll understand the severity of my pain. Only when you've walked in my shoes, you'll understand the blisters I've endured with every stride and understand the danger in every step. Only when you've walked in my shoes, you will feel every tear that I've cried and understand the misery consuming me inside. Only when you've walked in my shoes, you'll understand my sleepless nights of worry, knowing tomorrow my children may go hungry. Only when you've walked in my shoes, you'll understand the sacrifices I've made and the chains I've had to break. Only when you've walked in my shoes. Only when you've walked in my shoes, you see the soul soaked by trauma and the eternity of turmoil, always so raw. Only when you've walked in my shoes, you feel the depths of my loneliness, yet choose to be a single empress, fiercely raising her children, doing her best.
Only when you've walked in my shoes, you savor the brutality in my beatings, the torn flesh in my rapings, the scars that bring about this hating. The father's heart who's bleeding, the mother's pain who has formed mountains, the child who grew too fast and had to carry the parent's mantle. Only when you've walked in my shoes, you'll understand. Awesome. You'll understand the warrior in the making, the queen who won't accept dethroning. Yes, only when you've walked in my shoes. You see, no 2 feet can fit the same shoes the same way. There'll be differences. Martha is on here, so give me a minute. There'll be differences in the way, difference in the experience. Don't compare your shoes to mine. Flip it how you may, whether we both wear a size 8, 5, or 10, or even borrow a pair from time to time. Our story will never be the same. You see, you can only taste my adversity when you've actually walked in my shoes. Eh, wow. I re- oh my gosh, I didn't realize I wrote so much in that poem. Guys, so I'm going to bring Martha on. Martha has something. So let's go. Martha, who's this?
Hi, Cindy. Um, Again, last night's show was awesome, and this evening is even more awesome. When I logged in, at the time I wrote my first comment, I don't know if you were doing a prelude, but you were speaking some words of encouragement, and you were saying how don't give up. In essence, you were saying, do not give up, keep pushing, find it in you. This is so true, you know. um and I can speak from experience. It's just funny. Not too long ago I posted something on WhatsApp because I didn't even remember it was your show, and the thought in my head was that nobody's coming to get you, Cindy. Nobody's coming to save you. Everybody have advice: do this, do that, do it, so do it like this, and that's about it. But the only person who's going to come to save you, the only person who's going to come to save you, that is Jehovah. If you have a relationship with him and you know him, rest assured he's going to come and get you. And sometimes for those who don't even know him, out of his undeserved kindness, he come to save you too. But let's zoom in on digging deep. I'm in a wonderful place today, Cindy, but it took a lot of hard work. And as you can see, and you may or may not know, I've been trying to find my place on my social media platform. I've tried many things, and I think fitness is my calling. The funny thing, though, Cindy, is I, how do I say it? I didn't love to exercise. I wasn't looking forward to exercising. I exercise because I saw the importance of exercising. I realized I had to exercise, not only to lose weight, but for my overall well being, my mental health, especially. And so, in the beginning, when I started, girl, it was difficult. It was difficult. But, like you said earlier on, if you persist is the word, if you keep at it, if you set your goal, and if you are relentless, you will achieve. Because now I'm at the point where I'm loving my workout. I'm missing workout. If I don't work out or I have not worked out, my body and my mind is telling me you have to go do this. So for us to get results, we have to roll up our sleeves and do some work. And I'm not saying it's easy. I would be a hypocrite if I say it's easy, but just this is such a positive show, Cindy, and your words will stay with me. Your words of encouragement this evening will stay with me. I wish you could say, I don't know if you had it written down or read it again or whatever, but we gotta do what we gotta do because ain't nobody gonna do it for us. So I'm not a poet, but This is my 2 cents.
Thank you so much. It was a poem that I read. Thank you. I appreciate you coming on. Okay. All right. I really
Yes,
appreciate your input.
I'm
It
gonna
was a
keep on watching you. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was a poem that I read because I think a lot of us we just we lose our way, we lose our place. We like you said, we think that somebody's gonna save us. And I had to really get out of my way. I had to really get out of my way and get out of that rut that I was in. So thank you so much, Martha. It was really I really appreciate you coming on here and just giving that encouragement as well. You encourage me a whole lot too. When I feel I don't have I'm feeling, yeah, you you are there to always encourage me. So I really appreciate that. But it was a poem that I read earlier, and from my second book. And I encourage you guys to just think about yourselves for a minute. Think about what shapes you, what you want for your life. Don't let anybody, like I said, don't let anybody put any limitations on you because you have to get up and you have to make things happen for yourself, you know? And as I said, somebody's somebody's journey, somebody's vision, somebody's success may not be yours. Yours may not be happening now, but you gotta make it whatever you want for your life. Even if it's just like I told Cynthia, if it's just for you to buy a new car, even if just for you to buy a new car, even if just for you to get that place where okay, I can read the Bible a couple of times a day, like a couple of scriptures a day. Even if it's just for you to say, okay, this week I'm going to read a new book and I'm going to inspire myself. Like Martha said, maybe it's exercise you want to keep at exercising, working out, make it your own. The negatives are always going to fly by. We are all imperfect and somebody will always have something negative to say. Do we allow that? Do we allow that to shake us from our journey? No, we can't. In a matter of fact, I challenge you. When people start to talk negative, use that as fuel to light your fire and make it happen. I remember when I started this show, I got a lot of negative feedback. Some people said, yes, sweetheart. I always tell people, block the noise. The negative air, don't let it get into your head. When I started this show, people said, you cannot speak. You're not a speaker. You can't do this and you can't do that. And I'm going like, listen, this is what I purpose to do. This is what my heart tells me and moves me to do. So I don't care what you say. I appreciate your input, but this is what I want to do and I'm going to do it. And 3 years in, I'm loving what I'm doing. I love it. I love it. I love what I am doing. Listen, I'm rich. I'm going to say it in English, proper English. I am not a rich person financially, but I'm rich in other things. Okay? I'm rich in other things. Money don't make me rich. It does not. I am the person who live on the bare minimum. Now look at me. Bare minimum. I will make $1 stretch. But what gives me joy and what gives me passion? Okay? What fuels my passion? What makes me feel alive in the morning? And what gives me that drive to get up in the morning? That's what I'll do. So don't let anybody's negative air derail you from your path, what you have chosen for yourself. Resilient risers. I don't call you resilient for any reason because I know each of you have it in you. Each of you have it in you
to claim what your life demands. And people are going to try to stop you. They are going to try to bring negativity. They will physically try to dismantle your growth. They will try to stunt it. They will try to do anything to stop, because of you may not have anything, but they will be jealous. Go with God. Prayer is the most powerful weapon that we have. Go with God and continue to be consistent in whatever you do. Resilient risers, I love you. Martha, you said, well, my dear, I talk a lot on my platform. I believe you and me, you are a better speaker than me. Keep going, Cindy Placid. Thank you, I will. And you inspired dearly. Thank you so much. That's my goal. I am a single parent of 2 amazing boys and a daughter-in-law. And 2 of them I've already adopted, which are my children. Okay? 2 others I've adopted as my children. Okay? And I don't have riches like everybody else, like I said before. But what is mine is mine. What I was blessed with, nobody can take it from me. And even after I die, we all have to die. I'll raise up again. Jehovah will remember me. But even after I die, my legacy of who I am as a person will live on. Do not let your talent go to the grave. When you go to the grave, oh, this one, she was a good speaker. This one, she was a good poet. This one, but she never did anything with it. The grave have too many expensive things in it. Whatever you have to do, do it now on the face of this earth. Do it. Live life to the fullest with integrity, good morals, and stay true to who you are. Stay true to who you are, because nobody else can be you. Resilient Risers, my time is up. I love you guys so much. So next week, guys, let me show you who's coming on next. I'm going to give you just a brief description of who's coming next week. I'm about to blow you. Listen, guys. Next week, let me share my screen with you. Now we're getting to some serious stuff. Okay? So next week, we have Albert Joyce. He's an autism parent. Now let me tell you a bit about Albert. I met Albert a couple of weeks ago on the airport. And me, my bubbly little personality, bubbly self, never know a stranger, was in his car talking myself away. And then I found out that he was an autism parent. And sometimes we see people, we misjudge them. Sometimes we don't know, most times we don't know what's going on with people. But Albert was so nice, and he was such a sweet person. He was very patient. And without knowing, we connected and finding that he's an autism parent who's raising a child, 2 children. He's a single parent raising a child, one of them with autism. And his story made mine look like a pebble with what he had to deal with his autistic son. So I encourage you guys next week to listen to Albert's story. It is not only women who are living as single parents and raising children with a disability or with autism on the spectrum. There are so many people out there who are going through so many difficult times, so much difficulty with their autistic children. And since it is Autism Awareness Month, we are going to share a few of those stories. My second guest is Sandy Markey. Sandy is my cousin, and she's a sergeant first class in the U.S. Army. Sandy has such a compelling story. Imagine being a female in the army and you are accused of something you did not do and was facing life in jail for something you did not do. I am not going to tell you the story. I'm going to let her say it in her own words. So next week, Thursday and Friday, guys, I need you all to tune into Poetry and Perspective with Placide. Invite people to the show. These two guests are going to be life changing, are going to impact your life in so many ways, like they have done mine. And the two other guests are going to be the following week. Their stories are as impactful. So please join us next week to listen to Albert's story. Any parent with autism, like those who are not, who just need some encouragement and to inspiration. Join my live next week. Invite people to join the live. Share it, okay? I'll be putting the link. So share is on the event. Share the live. Subscribe to my page. These two stories are going to blow you away. You're going to think, oh my gosh. But I'm not going to tell you tonight. You got to come back next week for you to hear the stories of these two amazing individuals, okay? So, Resilient Risers, I have exceeded my time. As usual, I say to you guys, never ever let failure be your finality. Don't let anybody silence you. Let your voice be heard. And if you have nowhere else to talk and you want to really be on a platform where you can be free to speak as you want, without obscenity of our language or talking about religion, come to Poetry and Perspective with Placide. Share your work, share your life, and remember to join me next week. If you want to get a copy of my books, you can go to cindyplacid.com, okay, to read those stories, to get empowered and to just find a balance and to know that your story, you are not alone. So this is my first book, When Life Stood in Silence. You can find it on cindyplacid.com. This is my second book, A Mighty Calm, on my website as well. And of course, my third book. Okay? And next week, somewhere in between, I'm going to be coming on live. I'm going to write. I'm going to announce it. And I have a story to tell you. Please join us next week for Poetry and Perspective with Placide. This is your girl, Cindy Placid. Winners never quit on themselves. The minute you were concealed, you were a winner. I love you guys. Have a good night. Okay? Stay strong, stay resilient, and be consistent in what you do. Have a good night.